I met recently with Corey Warfield, and I've been cutting pieces of the interview I did with him because I think he's got a lot to offer. We talked about a variety of topics, including how he's found success on LinkedIn, what kinds of things he does, and also we talked a lot about Corey's new initiative that he's the co-founder with Carolyn Fernandez called Mentor You, which I think could be a real game changer for people who just can't afford to hire somebody to coach them and have access to high quality mentors. And so, one of the things that we talked about is, besides just mentoring people, one of the things Mentor You is going to do is pull together panels of like big influencers that you can buy a seat to and really learn from. So let's hear what Corey has to say about that.
If a consultant gives 100 sessions, gets 100 people saying this guy or this gal is amazing, gives a good recommendation, gives some endorsements, that's somewhat compelling. And to have 100 pieces of content that can be monetized is compelling. However, we've taken it kind of a step further. So we'll have a marketplace where the coaches and consultants can offer their services and specialties, and we'll promote them. And if you build resumes or help people with their LinkedIn profile, put that on the Mentor You marketplace as a mentor, kind of a badge of honor, or kind of a validation, verification of sorts. But we're also going to do these really cool media panels, and two of the bigger influencers that most people that are active on LinkedIn know, and I don't know if I'm supposed to name them or not yet, but they're really interested in doing this with us. We're going to have these 3 panels as remote workshops. So 90-minute sessions, 100 seats. We're going to sell those seats for people to tune in, listen to a couple of these big names, and some of the smaller people like myself might be a panelist next to them. And if it's HR, then we have one of our couple of huge HR people with a few other people that are HR consultants. Very similar, with a Q&A at the end. Every one of these, typically 90-minute sessions will have a moderator. People can type questions throughout. The last 15-20 minutes is Q&A, so people get that kind of more intimate. Well, we're recording all that, and that's also content that we now co-own with the panelists that we can also repurpose. Well, some of the smaller ones will be $5, $10 to join. Some of the names that we have, we'll make sure that it's a valuable session. $5, $10 for a 90-minute session that's relevant should be a value add. Right. Well, some of the bigger names will probably be more like $50 to $100 per seat. And if we cap that at 100 or 150, that's a fair amount of money, and that almost entirely goes to the panelists. So now a couple of these bigger name consultants on the platform, if you're doing a panel once a month or once a week, you have the potential to make $200, $300, $400 up to $1,000 for 90 minutes of your life. So that's compelling. I mean, that all of a sudden now we're starting to make about our quote as consultants. That content then can be further monetized when we use that for, like you say, a master session, anything like that.